None can argue that in shooting games, aim doesn't matter. But in most PvP solo fights, they're usually won before the shooting even starts.
Wow, free kit, you're welcome.
Loadouts, positioning, and timing all determine whether aim even gets a chance to matter in a fight. I'll show you the exact loadouts that I use, and then I'll break down live gameplay so that you can try to replicate it. So this is my preferred PvP loadout in the game. I know a lot of people use the looting survivor info too, and I agree this is probably the best augment in the game just because if you're down, so you can crawl to an extract and escape. Plus, this also allows you to put stuff like your utilities in, like trigger grenades. You can pull out one at a time and use them without having to risk the whole stack. But for me personally, I think this augment is super slept on. It comes with a built-in integrated shield recharger, so then that way I can bring just bandages, a little bit higher level bandages, and then only 5 regular shield rechargers. And then I can use regular shield charger and then integrated shield charger to max out my medium shields instantly. I also bring utility, so for fighting I think these two are the best utility for PvP in the game. This jolt mine is really good for when you're just holding a room and you need to cover a certain entrance. It's an aerial denial tool, so they can't push in without shooting it, or they run past it and get shocked and can't move. So it tells you if someone's pushing in a specific area. It also protects your back. Trigger grenades, I mean, no need to even describe why these are so good. Even after the nerf, they're probably the best item in the game. Smokes and barricades are mostly just used for looting bodies, and then also for blocking doors, blocking escapes. If you're ever in a bad pinch, you can throw down a smoke, you can throw down a barricade just to stop the line of sight. For ammo, I usually bring 2 stacks of whatever I need for my guns. For the guns, I use the Anvil for long range. It's also amazing at close range because it does a 2-shot headshot. The Toro, hands down the best PvP weapon in the game. It can 2-shot medium shields. If not 2, it's 3. And then 100% all the time, snap hook. If you're on mouse and keyboard, best item in the game. Just get you to position faster, put you in spots where people don't expect you to be. If you don't know how to use it, there's a few videos up. I'll give you a quick little intro to kind of how to use it, but this item is like, I cannot play without it anymore. As far as weapons though, this is what I enjoy the most, but there is also the Venator. The Venator you can just run by itself, just run it with 160 blue bullets, medium bullets, and then the extended mag 3 if you have it. Extended mag 2 if you don't, is totally fine. Grips, all up to personal preference. I like the angle grip because it stops the left to right recoil pattern, so then you just have to pull straight down instead of having to adjust left and right. Another honorable mention on a gun that I think is super slept on is the Beretta. Throw an extended barrel on this thing, and this thing fries. It is like the kettle before the nerf. This thing is probably the most slept on gun in the game, in my opinion. I usually run this with like maybe 200 light bullets, and then sometimes I'll throw a Pharaoh on just to get that super long range cover, but this by itself can do wonders, especially on like small maps like Stella Montes. But for you, I would recommend this. This is a perfect loadout for trios, duos, solos. Okay, so the first thing you do when you get into the map is see where you spawn. We are in Cultural Archives. I actually really like this spawn because push out. This is also a very popular spawn, so always check this side if you're running into the lobby in certain areas. Check the Arc. Yeah, careful when you walk through that door because all the arcs just fly at you. Thankfully, there's a bunch of spiders. People spawn back here. I usually like fighting in lobby. Lobby is one of my favorite spots to kind of start off in. I'll show you this snap hook tech too real quick. So I like keeping this door breached. What I will do is I will snap it over. Not like that. Roll backwards and then put it back in your safe pocket. Alright, so now this area is ours. This is what we're holding. This is what we're fighting. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a couple of jolt lines down just to know if people are pushing. Actually, let's just this one real quick. Throw one right here. Throw one right here. Just real quick. Throw a jolt line on it. Renegade, like that. So throw one right here, just in a weird spot where people don't look. People are gonna spawn back here and spawn below. It's already breaching. I'm gonna wait for them to run through. Shoot and then roll. Close this. Since this is breached, I'm going to throw down a barricade right here. Just so I can hear if someone's coming in or not. It sounds like someone's below first floor. Always keep an eye over here. Looks like they ran down there. So we might be able to get a free pick. This is a good area to hold. Just over here. So whenever you're fighting, it's safest just to hold one room, hold all angles, always have an escape plan. I know if someone pushes through wrong direction, I can move back here, I can drop down and mantle, I can drop down the side and mantle. Just all depends on where people get pushed from. It's always good just to have an escape option in the back of your hand. It's like someone just running down there. Another thing to kind of pay attention to is the arc. So you hear them catching on to people, so you can use that as kind of ways to tell where people are, where to look. Always, when you knock someone and they're too far away, just shoot them. That way you know where their body is and they can't run away. So we came in at the beginning of the raid. People can still, and probably are still going to spawn back here. So like the two spawns you really have to worry about are down here and over here, where we spawned at. I think there's also a spawn back here, but that kind of gives you a general idea of where to look. I don't know if I want to loot that quite yet. We can wait till the last second to see. Wait till they're in the open. And finish them off so we can't leave. Bowling is super important. Over here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of fancy stuff.
Wow, free kit, you're welcome.
have your eyes open towards doors. Always heal before you start looting too. This body right here is kind of fucking me up. So what you can do. Throw that up on the outside so that way we know if someone is pushing. Also, always pick up like a spare shield just in case. Try to loot that body real quick. Someone running. Still hurts on running. Walking is underrated. Keeps your stamina up, plus it's very quiet. Move a lot faster than crouching as well. Unfortunate. We got out of there. See how snap hooks are so strong? Guy doesn't even know where I am right now. A little bit risky. Little bit of good. Go in this direction until he's below. There he is, first floor. You can also aim around corners. Oh, hold on a second, too. Probably gonna come up here and go ahead and try to get in position. Watching that door, but I'm also at a spot where I can look down. The door is breached. There he is. Let's see where he goes. Oh, there's one over there. Just heard someone breaching below. Another good thing to do is to see which
Let's head home at the lobby
metro is the last one, so we know where to go if we do end up dying. No one else is spawning in, so we're just fighting the last people. I think the last spawn is like 16 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Reaching. Don't know what they would be breaching. Maybe below. I mean, I could leave. No. I like that. Just go ahead, grab our couple barricades that we have no space for. kind of show you what I like to do for extra. Little piece of advice, whenever you do start killing a bunch of people, they have good guns with attachments, put them all on the bottom row. That way they're all grouped up, and if you need to, you can drop them if you need to run faster. So what I usually like doing is just sitting up here, just real quick. People spawn up there, people come down the stairs, but there's only this one entrance. This has a really good like head glitch spot right here you can kind of use on both sides. Most likely the place people are going to come from is either over there.
Over there.
Or down here.
Down there.
Sometimes people will drop down in the middle too. Shredder doesn't hear or see anybody, which is nice. It's as easy as that. So I understand that this playstyle can look a little ratty to people, but solo PvP isn't about fair fights. It's about stacking the odds in your favor and surviving the runs. Everything you saw was intentional, positioning, timing, and choosing when not to fight. If you want more solo strategies like this, I got more coming. Appreciate you guys watching. Play smarter, not louder.